All right, everybody. It's Duel for the Fundamentalist podcast. I'm here with Excessum. Got Anthony, Wesley, and Timmy. Full disclosure here, I do know these people, so anyone who wants to call me out on that, that's fine. But anyway, I'm here going to talk with them about their latest record, their new band members, and a little bit about the history of the band. So I guess let's start off with Wesley, the newest member. So
Yeah.
tell me the story of how you joined Excessum.
Well, actually, it was completely by chance. I saw them last year at the Trivium concert over at Soul Kitchen, and then a couple months later, my buddy showed me a post that they had posted on Facebook saying that they just lost their guitarist and they were looking for auditions, and I jumped on it. So, and it's been a hell of a ride ever since.
Tim, since you're the other guitar player, tell me how the addition of Wesley has influenced the music of Excessum, if at all.
Well, I mean, we haven't started writing any new material since he joined. It's kind of just been getting him caught up to speed and learning all the past material and what we need for live shows and stuff. And it's been pretty good so far.
So had the latest record, For Relaxed Against Innocent People, had already been recorded and written by the time he had already joined?
True. Yes.
Okay.
I think he had joined right around the release.
Yeah.
Like right at the release point.
We were finishing recording.
Yeah, I think we had just maybe not even finished recording yet by the time he joined.
So has he gotten a chance to have any sort of writing input as of yet?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet. No. But we're getting there. We're getting
Well,
there.
all right. So we haven't had any writing input. Tell me about the stage dynamics. Obviously, when you have a new member on stage, everything's going to change, especially when you're adding a second guitar player.
True.
So tell me how the dynamic has changed in Excessum from you being the only guitar player to now having a second guitar player.
It is.
And you also have a new
It
bass
is nice.
player.
Yeah. You're right.
Who has his own style.
That's
like,
true.
Linking up with your drummer and such. So, I mean, obviously the dynamic on change is going to be significantly different.
True. Yeah. I mean it.
Because I've never seen you as a 5-piece. Like, in all the years that I've been seeing you as a live band, you've always been a 4-piece. And
It's
not
a little
you
bit
have
of a
a
transition.
new bass player, you have a second guitar player. Which is,
Yeah. Well, it adds a level of depth there that we didn't have before. That we've really, I think, taken advantage of. We try to, kids are it's working well so far. I mean, we've synced together really well. As far as I teach him the old material and he, oh my God, learns it super fast and we sync well together. We're able to play in time the way two guitarists should in one band. It feels good.
For you as one of the founding members and obviously the founding guitar player, what is your vision for Excessum with a second guitar player? Do you just want more of that chunkiness? Do you want some trading off leads? Do you want some harmonies? Like, what do you envision going forward? Just to give folks a preview, not to get too far ahead.
Yeah. No, hey, I mean all of the above, man. The whole goal of Excessum in the first place was to make a living off of making music, and I feel like we got a real shot at that. I mean, we got a good guy. I mean, he's young. He's a good guitar player.
Yeah, you were talking about making a living off of making music. You guys have actually had a lot of really awesome opportunities. You've been featured on some very prominent TV shows. Give us a rundown about that.
Yeah, I mean we've been real fortunate in that regard, man. We've had a lot of songs that have been chosen to be on TV shows. We had a song in American Horror Story. We've had a couple songs on Animal Kingdom.
Same song twice.
Same song twice. Yeah. We've had a song on Gotham. We've had a song on Shameless. I mean, a lot of big shows that a lot of people watch. We've had the opportunity to have our music featured on, and it feels really good. And it's got to feel even better for him to just join in and be like, hey, I guess I'm a part of that now. So that's really cool. And I don't know, man. To have another guy come on board and be fully devoted is a good feeling.
So what's it like for you, as the new kid on the block, so to speak, to join an established band? Like, is there nerves for you?
Oh, of course. Every time I get on stage, every time I go to practice, there's nerves. It's definitely a new experience.
Is this your first actual band experience, especially
Yes.
one in this establishment?
Yes, it is my first band experience.
Oh well, that's fantastic. Well, I mean, trial by fire, right? Just getting thrown
Of
off the
course.
deep end.
Yeah, fucking he played his first show like a month after he joined.
And they didn't
Yeah,
think
yeah.
I'd be ready.
We didn't give him very long.
He learned all this.
tell me about the latest record, Horrible Acts Gets Into Some People. Give me a little bit of a rundown as far as the writing process and the recording of it. Give me the history.
Well, the writing process was kind of, it was very random because a couple of the band members, myself included, were working out of town and absent for a good portion of it. A lot of it was just kind of pieced together, and we just kind of made a whole bunch of stuff work. But it all melded together really well. It took a lot of rewrites and everything. A lot of people weren't happy with certain things. It was an album 4 years in the making. So.
We had to
I say a lot of people.
30
It
people, man.
was this guy. It was this guy. I was just trying to, smooth it over.
Keep it solid, man.
I don't want to call out Blonde Asshole over here for making us rewrite half the album. Fucking extend the writing process for 2 fucking years.
That's got to be somebody, right?
It might as well be
a
you.
guitar player. I mean, he's doing most.
Might as well be Fat Thor.
Yeah, Fat
And,
Thor, yeah.
Fat Thor. There are worse insults.
Trust
Yeah,
me.
for
Yeah,
sure.
there is.
I've been
Trust
subjected
me.
to many of them
Yeah.
by you. And but no, I mean it was a really interesting process to go through. I actually did write a couple of the songs lyrically that Dingo wrote. "Scream for Me" and "Pretty for the Altar" were both written by the drummer. I just did a little bit of tweaking to the lyrics, like syllable wise and stuff like that to make it fit a little bit better along the patterns. And but it was really interesting to see his writing come out like that, because everything that I had seen him write before that was from The Battle Has Begun, the original record, and it was really nice to see how much his writing style had matured into something that was more deep and death metal than versus some early Lamb of God fucking tough guy stuff.
So tell me a little bit about the album cover, which is controversial.
Well,
who did it? Who came up with the idea?
That was our brain, baby, me and Tim there. I came up with the original concept, and he kind of just refined it around to make it what it is today. It was a tough decision to go with it, because on the one hand, there's no such thing as bad press or anything like that, but on the other hand,
It's also
we didn't
death
want
metal,
to.
so-
Yeah, it's death metal, but we didn't want to fucking jump out and
boundaries
be like,
haven't been pushed.
fuck all
Yeah, I
y'all.
mean, there are worse album covers. When I say worse, I mean, more controversial, if you will. But,
I've for sure seen worse. And the funny thing about it is, we came up with the idea around the time of a school shooting, and then
We're happy
it,
for
and then
everybody.
one of
it was
Yeah.
it was a year later that the album actually came out, and literally 2-3 weeks before the album came out, the Parkland shooting happened. So it was just like.
Good timing.
Yeah,
Maybe bad
no.
timing.
We're too far in to pull out now.
Yeah, I know. I mean, it was
Yeah.
the albums were being made. It was too late. So we just fuck it. We're gonna go with it. See what happens.
But it kind of
There's
fit.
been almost no backlash of any kind. It was
Hey,
really
dude, Slayer
weird.
put out God Hates Us All on 9/11, so shit happened.
That's right. Yeah, absolutely.
Shit absolutely happened.
Yeah, you're right.
Terrible day, terrible work. It happens.
So,
Damn.
hot take.
Damn.
I kind of agree with you.
I had 2 good songs.
So, all right.
But it was never meant to be hey, let's put out this to be edgy or some shit. It just kind
turned out
of
being that way.
it just turned out to kind of be.
Well, it's like you were saying. I mean, school shootings tend to happen a little too often in this country.
Yeah, I mean, they
so,
kind of
man,
fit with the theme of the album. That was the whole point. The whole album is not about school shootings. It's about horrible acts against innocent people.
It just so happened that would be released around the time the school shooting happened.
I mean, hey,
Yeah.
unfortunate timing happened.
Or was it fortunate timing? You don't have to answer that.
Little column A, little column B.
So tell me a little bit about the future of the band. Give me some future plans here,
Well-
since we've already established your new members and new record you just put out. We got some tour dates happening here. We got some new music coming out. We're gonna be featuring everything.
Well, the
Give
only
us something
thing
to look out for.
The only thing we've really got in the works right now that we're planning on working on, that's concrete, is the Horrible Acts songs. There are 4 songs on there. That's kind of a concept. It's a storyline that goes through. You got "Scream for Me." No, it's "Pretty for the Altar" first. Then "Scream for Me." No, "My Salvation." Then "Scream for Me." Then 1,000-Yard Stare. It's just basically this evolving story of a kid gets raped by a priest, and then fucking goes on to kill said priest, becomes a rapist himself, or gets into bondage and stuff like that because he can't really process, and then he gets into just murdering and raping. It's a pretty interesting take on
Lot of
the
fun
way,
stuff,
way people.
As well as your new members here. So tell me a little bit about the future, what big plans you have, whether it be a tour or whether your music might be featured in anything else prominently in this.
Big plan sounded a little more condescending on the second take, didn't it, Gus? Well, as far as plans, we've only got one thing that's really concrete that we're planning on working on. The Horrible Acts Against Innocent People songs. It's a concept. We got a progressive storyline that goes from 4 songs. It starts off with "Pretty for the Altar," which is about a priest raping an altar boy, and then it moves on to Thousand Yard Stare, where he's just kind of coping with the fact that he was raped and everything, and he starts to get fucking really fucked up in the head and murders the priest. Then it goes to Scream for Me, where he's trying to process everything he gets into, like bondage and fucking beating women and stuff like that. And then he just full on in My Salvation, he just full on starts murdering and fucking raping people. It's really about the generation of people that are exposed to extreme trauma and how they react to it over time, how it shapes their life going forward. We plan on making a few music videos about it, just kind of do the storyline.
Every sort of timeline on when that might be released?
It's probably going to start happening here in about 6 months. We'll start working on the first video, and then we'll start releasing each one probably within 6 month time frames, because if we want to do the music videos right, and that takes a little extra scratch, then
so more so over like the next year and a half, 2 years.
Yeah, that's basically the immediate future. Yeah, and then during that time, we're also going to be writing new material as well. So
we're always going to be looking forward.
Yeah, we're eager to fucking get in there and see what dipshit here can bring to the table.
So, for everybody who doesn't know, tell us where we can find your music: Spotify, iTunes, YouTube, and
all the above,
all that
man.
shit.
All the above, yeah.
SoundCloud, everything.
We have our own website as well, where you can purchase any of our music. Excessummetal.net.
Excessummetal.net.
Yes.
Excessummetal.net.com.
Whatever. Got the YouTube channel, got the Spotify channel, SoundCloud, Bandcamp, all that shit.
All
So,
the good stuff.
go ahead, introduce yourselves one last time. Say goodbye.
Anthony, vocals.
Wesley, guitar.
Tim, guitar.
Kind of.
My name's Duel, and this has been The Fundamentalists. Thank you for watching.